Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. And today it's back into Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. It's January 18th of 1942, right in the middle of the winter. And I have to give you a big apology. I could not live stream today. I totally planned on live streaming, but then that place that from time to time puts money in my account and wants me to do things for it came a calling. So unfortunately, I could not live stream today. And once I was freed up, I thought, well, it's too late for my usual European crew, and I love those crazy Europeans. Nobody loves good war like they do. And I joke. Too soon? Anyway, I just thought it was a little too late to live stream. And so I've decided I'm going to record this. I'm actually probably going to do 3 recordings, maybe 4 recordings here in a row. Now, you won't know that, but I will get these up on the channel and probably tomorrow as well, unfortunately. Then I will be out of town Thursday and Friday, but there will be content. I'm going to record all of these episodes here tonight if I can and keep us rolling forward because this game has been just fascinating to me. Learned so much our very first playthrough of this instant classic of a game for sure. Now, we had already moved quite a bit up here in the north, and I went back and looked at it and I thought, gosh, man, I don't really like the way this is set up at all. So I'm going to start back up here and we're going to move some things around just to make sure that we're set up as efficiently as possible. Now, we may eventually have to get out of Leningrad. I hope we don't. I mean, we've got to hold on for what are approximately about 6 more turns. It will get muddy at that point, hopefully, which should really slow the Soviet advance down at then. Can we hold out for 6 turns? Well, I don't know. Our panzers are rebuilding. We're starting to, this one's starting to rebuild a little bit. We've got plenty of tanks. They're just not ready. But like, for instance, I'm really looking at manpower here. About 11,000 in Totenkopf. That's okay. I mean, we can hold up with that. We can't hold up with 3,700, 5,400. I mean, those are not division. Those aren't even complete division. Not complete. They're not even quarter divisions, really. And so we're going to have to think about shuffling things around up here to the best that we can. And one of those things we need to do is get some of these headquarters out of the way. Now, I'm going to start right here in this hex. So let's just zoom into the north here. 3,600, 3,700. It doesn't even make sense to keep these guys around. I was looking at them before, and I thought, why am I trying to keep them around? They've got to go somewhere else and rebuild. And as much as I don't want to take units out of this little area and theater, I don't think we have a choice. I mean, these guys would just absolutely get blown away in any kind of battle, even against a Soviet regiment, probably. And so I'm going to get them moving down. Uh, I moved them this way, right? But I think I may eventually have them just go sit over in Talon or something. We could even bring him down here for an eventual defense of Pskov, although he hasn't really pushed this way yet. I shouldn't tempt him to do that. Little men in the machine might be listening to me. All right. Also, we have this port over here that we could turn, well, we do have it into a depot, but let's get that up to a 4. And also, I want to make sure Leningrad's up to a 4. We've got it as a 3, so it would still be drawing off of all the other stuff, but let's get as much up here as we possibly can. All right, second corps. He's got a few guys out this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's back him up 1. Okay, let's back him out of there. Now, this is not a city. When you're kind of thinking about your winter quarters and whatnot, you've got to keep motorized in the city, but I mean, you want to keep everything you can in a city or above or a fort level. Now, we just don't have that ability right now, really. And so let's take 4th Panzer Army. Let's get him out of Leningrad. Doesn't look like he can't get all the way there. Let's put him there. Wait a minute. Hold on. What just happened there? Hold on. Let's try this again. 4th Panzer Army. Okay, I'm not sure why that didn't work the first time. Let's move him there. I don't think there's anything left on this island. So I mean, could he amphibiously bring something in here? I guess if he, our headquarters would just displace then. I, I don't know. I'm not that worried about it, to be honest with you. It could happen. I'm not going to say it couldn't, but I'm not going to, not move these guys back and you'll see why here in a minute, where I'm going to try to move these things to. Okay, so also 10th Corps we're going to move back. All right, so now we got triple stack of headquarters, and we're going to try to make all of this more efficient if we can. If we can. All right, there's von Manstein sitting here. Now, it's possible he could stay in theater, but, we've got 3 different, well, all right, hold on. Actually, I'm going to move 10th up 1. Why is that? Because I'm going to move 16th back here. So we've got the Panzer Group and the Army headquarters sitting back even one more level. Now, I will say one thing about having them this close to the front is it helps you pass dice rolls. The closer those higher headquarters are to your units out here. Then we're going to take this headquarters and this headquarters. I'm going to put him here. This is 41st Motorized. This is Reinhard. I'm going to put him there because if we do need to bring von Manstein down, so this is von Manstein over here, 56 motorized. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit him in here. And if I can, I'll have to, in all of this. And if I can't, I'm going to have to bring him down on this stack. So Reinhardt's going to have to sit right there. Now you may say, wow, they're really at risk. Yeah, they are. Okay. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I am going to try to attack this unit. I doubt we can move it, but we'll see. You never know. All right, so this is a city. This is Pavlovo. Okay, how do we want to structure this? Now, there's 2 ways to think about this. We could put our stronger infantry units into town on the idea these guys are eventually going to get blown away anyway if they're not in an urban setting. All right, so let's look at the manpower. 30th ID has 6,900, 6,800. 7,900. So Polizia SS is far and away the strongest one. Okay, it's good to know. We have 2 panzers here. Now remember, so we've got urban hex here, urban hex here. When I say urban, city, I include city in that, all right? This is a city, this is heavy urban, this is a city, this is a city. So we have 4 city hexes kind of in a horseshoe here, all right? And I'm going to try to get as much into those hexes as we can. This is too exposed. He can get hit from 3 directions. And this is the real impetus of why I wanted to start moving these around, because I thought, man, this guy is just going to get obliterated. Now, you'll see when I say this guy, this stack, the blue actually has 15,600 troops, far and away our most potent infantry division that we have out here. So just something to keep in mind. All right, so Polizia is the strongest here. All right, I think that means we need to take one of these infantry. I'm going to get out of this position, sort of, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute. Um, because up here, really at maximum, he can only get hit straight on. These guys could get hit from 3 directions next turn. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So let's take the weakest of those and put it there. Okay. I think that maybe that is the cue for von Manstein to move, because I think we need to move another one. Is that true? Well, I don't know. I want the blue to be up here. So let's go ahead and move blue up there. All right. That gives us 2 strongish, so strongish type. units. Now, the problem with the motorized is they barely have any movement points left, and we got to keep that in mind. If we look back here, 122nd Infantry Division has 3,800 men. That's it. That's it. That's not. I'm not even making that up. He has 3,800 men, and so we need, I think, to get von Manstein over here. Well, let's wait on him again. All right, this is going to be a real kabuki dance. Uh, so we've got 54, 3,700. He's got a flip over here somewhere. This 3,800, I'm going to bring back into Leningrad itself and hope he rebuilds before the Soviets get here. Okay, so now we got 5,800 and we've got this really, pretty decent looking Panzer division. I'm going to bring the really weak motorized here. Okay. Now then, I'm going to bring the best Panzer division I have here, which is this one, 2nd Panzer, here. All right. I'm really trying to make sure nothing gets isolated out here. Um, yeah, I don't see any way around it. I think von Manstein has to come over here. So we're just going to go ahead and do it. So there goes von Manstein. All right. Now then, what have we got? Um, this motorized, that infantry can't move there. I think what we have to do, he can't move again, that's fine. I think that the way this is going to have to play out is this guy takes a step back, or does he go all the way there? Do I have two left? All right. So 6,900. He's going to go back to Leningrad, or I guess he could go in there, right? Um, how far back can this go? He could go all the way to Leningrad too. I could just do it like this. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay. So now I have a Panzer division and two motorized in the city there. I have one kind of weakish infantry. I could, he won't move. All right, for a turn, that'll be okay. I think I want the Panzer out on the line, though, if I can get him out there. Um, Yeah, I don't think we can really move anything else. We just really got to hold this holds. I mean, this is 15,000, 30, 21,000, almost 30,000 troops, but this is a very strong looking Soviet unit. These are the only guys not in a city or above hex, this infantry. I've tried to leave them with the stronger, if you can believe it, of the divisions. I don't think there's any stronger than that. We do have that Panzer back there. We have the Panzer here. I probably would have liked to move him out, but I'm not going to cry over that. All right, let's attack here. I cannot do a deliberate, and so we're going to have to do a hasty. I just don't want him to sneak here into our headquarters. So let's hit the. Hey, whoa, look at that. 2,200 out of there. Ah, he was quite weak. Quite weak. He put up like a zero defense. Okay, I'll take that. Now then, why don't we move 7,400, 7,900? It's not great. It's also not terrible? Well, it's kind of terrible. Well, now that I mention it, yeah, it's kind of terrible. Let's move him back over here, or in there, if you will. This unit's just going to get blown away at some point, but let's triple stack these guys. 3,600, 3,700. At least he's got 15,000. Next turn, he's almost a full-size division, really. Actually, you know what? let's back that up. Let's keep them triple stacked till I get those guys out of here. This headquarters is living on dangerous ice there, literally and figuratively. Uh, we're going to get the fins off here and see if we can kind of move them up this way. I don't know. Is he overextended? As you can see, we've got incredibly strong Soviet units there. So I am going to back this guy, but I'm going to back these guys down this way. If they come through the middle here, it's not ideal, but I've got the fins that are coming here. I don't think he can get all the way out here in one turn. Eh, Yeah, that's going to have to do for now. For now. It's kind of the best defense I can put up at this moment. Now, if he moves here, that is a threat to us, but everything's a threat to us at this moment. These guys are actually not strong. They look stronger than they are. They're triple stacked. They're representing a 5 out here. This unit actually does have a little bit of something to him. But these guys, 8,500, 8,600, I'd probably be better off moving them in there. Um, it's a hodgepodge of different things here for sure. Okay, I guess that we will leave the north just like this time. Again, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not even saying I should stay in Leningrad. I should probably go back. And the minute I start to feel like we could potentially be getting encircled here, I'll get the hell out of here. But until then, I'm going to try to hold it a few more turns at least, right? Because if I hold this for, let's say, 3 more turns, then by the time that we actually retreated back to Pskov, hell, the winter's over, and so maybe we can recover off that. I'm not saying it's delaying tactic. I'd love to take or keep Leningrad. We're going to try to, but ultimately, even if that fails, it could be, somewhat of a delaying tactic. These units next time I'll probably move here, although they're in heavy woods right now. So, I mean, that gives us a bigger advantage than it would if they're down here in the clear, which is what this hex is, I believe. Yeah, it's clear. And again, you've got Kolpino City, Pushkin City, Leningrad heavy urban, and I've got very weak units in Leningrad now, but I can always put 3 Panzer divisions in there if things get a little too hairy and start moving all these guys out and back. Okay, I mean we'll see how it works out when we turn the turn. Now we've got a level 2 fort here. We've only got this one division in here. I've tried to get this guy around here. It's not quite working yet. I'm tempted to actually maybe attack out. And I know, I mean attacking with what we've got's not ideal, but if I can push him back, well, Hell's bells and shotgun shells. Look at that. Maybe we should go on the offensive. I joke, I joke. But that does, it's one more turn of him not getting surrounded. I may eventually move Von Chapuis back here, move this guy in here. The AI seems very preoccupied when you stack. They don't like to go past that. They like to try to take that. Just something to keep in mind for your game. But here on the defensive, it seems like the more I stack, it just draws them like magnets instead of honestly just driving right through here and going to Pskov, which is probably the game over. Okay, we've already moved the railroad, and we knew that. Uh, all right, so we've moved the railroad. Now, I brought the railroad up here. Sorry, I paused there for a second to look at the situation. I brought the railroad up here because I was looking at the railroad unit. Imagine that. Now, he's building down this way to help originally he was going into Novgorod. I guess it still would get there, but the Soviets are right here, so we can't bring troops in that way, but we can get freight in that way. Now this is cut. We should probably build there if we could, but he's coming down this way to get this launched into Pskov. Ultimately, if we had more time, I guess I would come up and around here, and maybe we'll do that for the winter of 42, is come up and around here to Tallinn and then Talon into Leningrad, because this seems to be a safer way to get in. I guess ultimately it's got to hit this major rail, so it would be blocked by the Soviets a little bit anyway. But just something to think about for the future. All right, so he's just going to keep going past Pskov, I think. So we'll take him past Pskov and then up this rail line, connect in Talon, and come around this way. I mean, these railroad units, they were kind of sitting around a little bit for a while. That's a good secondary rail to build those. So if you do have a problem getting stuff into Leningrad, you can do it that way. As I said, Leningrad's a 4. We've got this one here as a 4. I could put on the logistics again. Haven't done that for a while. We've also got Pushkin as a 4, but again, I mean, the rail is cut off to some extent up here in the north. We do also have this as a 4, so stuff is coming in here, but this is not a very big rail yard here at Luga. It's a 1, all right? So, I mean, it's fixed, but it's only a little 1. This is probably actually where we're getting most of our rail. We haven't been looking at the logistical situation as much lately. As you can see, we're getting a little into Leningrad. Actually, I'm kind of interested where this is all coming from. Yeah, most of it is coming out of Luga. Wow, as a train goes by my house, if you could hear that. Pskov. Okay, Pskov's a 3. This is a 1. Well, hell, I don't know. That's on the rail. We could probably put that a little higher. That, saves some trucks. I don't know. It didn't do much last time. It's got capacity, but it's not, picking anything up here. Why don't we try to make that like a, hell, I don't know. We could make it a 4. Okay, let's try it. Heck, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Um, so maybe this little, uh, depot will pick up some stuff. This is not getting anything because this is all frozen. Nothing's coming in from the sea. Once the spring, the thaw hits, that will change, assuming we still hold that area. All right, so we've knocked this out. We've looked at the rail. Back here, we've got, the Panzer Division. Now, look how quickly, this is starting to come back. And we also assigned one of those replacement Panzer battalions to it, and it's already, it's starting to build. It's starting to build back up, and that's just what we need. 18th Army headquarters is down here. He probably should be up here because we've got elements of 18th Army. These elements right here, anyway. Well, how far away are you? 10 of 15. All right, 50th Corps. That's Lindemann, the taker of Leningrad originally. So, okay, we'll leave that as is. All right, down into Ninth Army again. Now, I know we did some of this last time, but I just looked at it afterwards and I was like, I don't think I love how everything's set up here. 291st, they're just sitting here at the, kind of this border. If the Soviets start to push here at all, he'll need to get up here, I think, to hold them off of Pskov. I mean, we have very little down here, right? And so eventually, you can see, though, I mean, he could move a long ways right in front of Pskov if we need him to. This is all frozen. This is all good roadways. So, okay, he may have to go back that way. Now we start to get into the eye of the storm. We have these two divisions that actually look pretty decent. We've got 12,000 men in one and 10,000 in another. Again, when I say decent, I'm talking relatively. You don't have to tell me in the comments that 12,000 does not make a division. I know, 16,000 makes a division, generally speaking, in the German army. But hey, for what else we got on the map, this looks damn good to me. I'm kind of tempted. I don't think there's anything else I can get up into this box, unfortunately. This guy looks a little weak to me. He's got 6,000, while I've got 22,000 here. I would like to get something else in here. I guess one of these guys could come over here, but is that what I want to do? Could this unit get into that? Well, we don't know. Yeah, it looks like he could actually. 10,000, 12,000. All right, let's put this guy in here, and then let's take this unit and put it there. And I think momentarily that makes us a little stronger. Now we're going to have to readjust that. I get that. But can he actually get in Veliki Luki? We got Ninth Army headquarters here. We got 6th Corps that's doing all that. All right, let's back Ninth Army headquarters out of here for a second because I do want to take this core headquarters and go there. We'll leave this here for a turn. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played the AI other than this game. Uh, I don't know if this will attract his attention and he'll come hit that, but we got to kind of do what we got to do. So we're double stacked here. All right, that looks pretty good to me. This doesn't look great. I did have to bring this unit back, which essentially has nothing left. We need to go put that in a town and just give them some R&R. I've got a one and two movement points, one strength here. These guys aren't, he's going to get blown away. 7,700 men, but he's kind of just been holding, or at least trying to hold as much as he could. As we go back here, these guys are almost to, I don't want to call it safety, but the first goal is just to get back to these fortifications, right? And so they're almost there. I wish I could get these headquarters out of the elements, but I can't, unfortunately. All right, I can't move any of those guys. They're kind of stuck in place now. This division's actually quite strong, 31st First Division. Some of these Second Panzer Group infantry divisions are fairly strong, 13,000. We've got this motorized that needs to get the heck out of Dodge. Can we? Let's see exactly where the rail is. He says, "Show me the rail." Show me the rail. Okay, this has all been, used. He would have to get here, although they're going to be right up next to Smolensk after this turn, I believe. So I don't think he can get through there, but I want to get this motorized that's sitting there with 8,800 men. Try to get him out of here as fast as I can. Oh, wow. Okay. Now that helps, actually. Let's take the rail off. Always forget to do that. Okay, who's sitting here now? We've got two Panzer divisions sitting in there now. All right, let's take him to Smolensk then. If I can get him in Smolensk, next turn I can, put him on the rail or do something else, get him somewhere a little better to safety. And hopefully, this Panzer division will get some movement points, and we can get him to Smolensk and have three full Panzer divisions down here. But this is a strong defense of Smolensk. I mean, these guys have already started to build back. We can look at their elements down here, the tanks. That's not great, but they also have a lot of firepower otherwise, right? They've got 55 squads of the machine guns here. They've got AT rifles. They've got motorized rifle squads. So they're not like defenseless if they don't have tanks. We'd much prefer that they do, but as you can see, I mean, they're already building a little bit of combat value anyway. This unit needs to build back. All right, well, I can't get this out of here, but I think he's far enough away. The Soviets shouldn't be able to get to him this time. Um, this infantry unit, I would probably prefer to move back. I can't get this headquarters out though, but I do believe I can get Guderian out and drop him back. Finally, Guderian hanging in there with his men. For this time, we'll put him in this fortification, but then we'll try to get him back and get his headquarters feeling a little better. Feeling a little better. These guys, I actually need to help, I think, to get other things out. Um, this headquarters can't move at all. All right, well, that's not great. I was hoping 24th motorized, he's commanding a lot of this infantry here. Yeah, yeah, I could move that infantry. Well, what I want to do is get down here and help somehow, but can I really do that? I just want to keep this gap big enough that I can get these fools out of here. I say fools, they're like, General, you're the fool, my friend. All right, we're going to do it this way, and then let's relocate him. He's going to suffer some attrition, but let's relocate him out of there. Where the hell did he go? Well, this is him. He's sitting on top of Fourth Army. Oh, wow. He just went there? Okay, well, that works. Uh, sure. Let's get Fourth Army out of here. We can relocate him as well. All right. And he clicks back here by 53rd Corps. Okay. Okay. That works for me. Hell, should do that a little more often. Now, they do take attrition there. Now, they've got a big gap here in next turn. I mean, we're going to have to run these guys back as fast as we can, of course. But I just wanted to try to protect these units here because they're just absolutely ravaged. I want to get them out of here. Um, and really, more than anything, I've got to have these guys protected so this doesn't collapse and these guys get caught back here. Now, the question came up last time about moving these units here. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. On second thought, I have reconsidered and I am going to move them here. And the reason is I feel like out here they have the best chance of getting isolated. If this unit gets taken out or this unit would have gotten taken out, I just feel like they have a real chance of isolating. But if I have them as 2 and 2 stacked right next to each other, I feel like maybe we have a little better chance. Is that true? I don't know, but I feel like maybe we do. Um, all right. Totally unprotected. These headquarters, meanwhile, let's get them over here to stack with this guy right behind and get everybody in command to the extent we can. These guys in command 12 of 15, 0. Okay, their headquarters. One of the units at headquarters is right on top there. 1 of 5, 4 of 5, 11 of 15. Okay, everybody's in command there. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, we shall find out. Modal's guys cannot move. Modal can finally, as he got, he got wildly displaced before. Uh, but now he can come up here and provide a little leadership, I hope. So we'll stack him with one of his units right here, and well, not one of his. That's Second Army actually, but with a unit. How about that? Okay. Okay, I guess. I say okay. I mean, there's really nothing else I can do. I can't, those can't move. We had already been through here before one time. We now have that motorized there. There's headquarters. We've got 2nd Panzer back here, Guderian providing some good leadership, I hope. We've got 3 different motorized here, usually our most fearsome weapons. They're sitting here with 8,500 troops, 11,000, 7,800. But that should be able to, I don't know, at least hold this unit off. Now, I don't know about any of the rest of it. We have routed a few units just by squeezing things that got in between multiple divisions, but that's all we've really been able to do. Okay, we've got 2 divisions here, 15,000, 8,000. Oh, that could be worse, I guess. These 2 units, 14,000 and 5,000. This unit is only 4,400. Okay, so I'm going to bring him around. How do I want to do this? Uh, that 14,000, you know what? I want to back these 2 up. Well, hell, what I really want to do is attack that guy, but let's not get crazy. I have two headquarters in here, completely unprotected at this moment. Hmm, I hadn't thought this far ahead. Let me think. Okay, well, the first thing we got to do is pull that division back and that division back. This one's almost wrecked. This one's actually in pretty decent shape. Then we're going to pull you back and you back. That's only like 9,000, right? Then we have this one with 4,400. Ugh, that's a killer. All right, so we're going to put him there. And let's bring these guys actually around to right there. Put up a little more stout defense, I hope. I don't want to get carried away. I don't want to be hyperbolic by any sense. So I'm going to bring him back here, 8,200. Maybe he can eventually. Oh hell, you know what? Let's just put him there. Protect him this time so he's a little stronger next time. So we're leaving north of the city and south of the city kind of unprotected there. Now you may say we'll bring this around. Um, I kind of want him to go up here, but I guess actually I am going to have to do that, aren't I? Yeah, I don't see any way around that. I mean, I could bring him up here, but this is just too big of a gap. So let's just bring him here. And wow, took a minute for that to load up. Do. Actually, maybe I'll bring him back one. Let's put him right there. Guess I could double stack there. 82, or I could triple stack here. We're triple stacked there, double there, but it's like 20,000 troops. This is like 9,000. Sure. We may as well bring him ahead one. He could attack there, I guess, if I want to get really crazy. But I don't. So let's back these headquarters. There's no place to back them to. This guy, let's return to headquarters. Um, all right. I mean, there's a big gap here, but they're running straight towards Vitebsk, which is going to have panzers. I also, well, shit fire. Uh, think I really have a choice there. I'm tempted to bring a Panzer up here even. I don't know where he's going to go. I mean, if he comes through here, I can have one of these step up next time and try to knock him back. It's just a little cavalry unit. Um, yeah, I don't dare do that. All right, I'm going to leave that as is for right now. Okay, this guy has got to come around here. We got, this is getting a little out of hand up here. Let's go see what he's got. Okay, there's a unit. No shock there. Now, this little regiment unit, I'm actually going to bring up and around this way because he's not protecting Jack Diddley. So let's bring him up and around here just to protect a little territory. I mean, he's not going to stop anybody, but let's get him on the road. Now, he may eventually get blown out of here, but um, let's then take this infantry division and put him right in front of the city. Hey, we knocked somebody back. I thought we may be able to knock him back a little bit. That looks like a really weak unit. Um, Now then, do I dare try to attack this security unit? Let's hit it. Wow, we put some really big losses on him there, but it didn't do a whole hell of a lot of good. Let's back that up. Then we have the motorized corps. This is Van Vettenghoff, who's actually a very good general. Okay, now who the heck is commanding you guys? Well, I already knew. It's OKH. Um, I mean, if nothing else, we need to put them in Army Group Center. How's Army Group Center doing? 104 of 108. Crud. That's not ideal. Um, oh, well, let's put them in 11th Corps. Why hadn't I thought of that before? Well, they just got here. So 11th Corps, part of 11th Corps now. You're going to be part of 11th Corps. If I can find my bearings. There we go. I actually, if I can I move him at all? No. Okay. Well, he may be able to drive through here, but we're going to be bringing more reinforcements. Ever more reinforcements. This unit I actually want to bring up this way. Or do I? He's kind of stopped advancing this way in some respects. So we've got a motorized here of good strength, 14,000. We've got a Panzer division of, 15,000 and quite a few tanks. How many of those are ready? Actually, this one's starting to really come along. 17th Panzer. He's not going to take it with this. I'll tell you that. He's not going to take the city. The risk is he gets up and around this way. Um, Okay, these guys then should go into 46th motorized. There we go. Okay, so both of these guys are in with him now. He also is controlling stuff back here. 46th. Let's for now put him in second, directly in second Panzer under Guderian, who should pass dang near every, you know, command test himself. This is the infantry portion of second. Um, who else are you controlling? We've got a unit here. Okay, we'll put him directly in second Panzer as well, who's now at 27 of 27, but he was already in second Panzer, just at the lower rung of the command chain. All right. Who else are you controlling? Somebody over here. I say controlling. Obviously commanding. Oh, so he was doing all of the motorized divisions. Got it. We're going to put them all in second Panzer under Guderian. I don't think that raised up Guderian. Yeah, he's still at 27 of 27. That's because they were all below him in the command structure anyway. Um, okay, that works. I hope he doesn't sneak through there, but at least we've got something back here. Gosh, we're trying to get out of here, guys. We're trying to get out of here. If I can just sneak around this corner with these guys, we can hold on for a few more turns. This is a big gap, but again, I've got those Panzers sitting in Vitebsk. I feel like they could step out, knock something, and then get back, or at least that's the hope. Um, let's look at this rail unit. What's he up to? Um, let's repair this right here. R and R. Oh gosh, I'm back to doing it again. And then let's come up. Wow, the partisans seem to have taken out some stuff here. Where are you going, rail line? All right, let's go down this way. R. I can't help it. I'm going to stop apologizing for it. I just have to say R every time I do that. I don't know why. Oh, I know one thing I was going to do is this Panzer division. It's got 14,000 men. It's got 122 tanks. Now, as you can tell, none of them are really ready, but um, we don't have any of the reserves. Now we have that Panzerjäger battalion, this anti-tank battalion. Hmm, I should probably give that to him. Oh, he can't get it. Got it. Okay. Let's actually, what's the best way to do this? I want to bring that over here, and then we could take something else and put it in Vilnius. Hmm. Look at this. Got this all the way back at Kaunas. Two, a motorized and a Panzer. 10th Panzer, Army Group Center, OKH. All right. Uh, well, we've got this 11th headquarters. We could either stack him with one of his units or just put him right behind town. And then let's stick this guy on the rail if we can. He's going to have plenty when he gets here. So we'll just move him right up there. Plenty of points to get off the train, is what I was referencing there. We'll take him off the train. There. Now, that starts to look a little more formidable, at least for any kind of Soviet direct attack. The problem is if they move up and around us and surround us, it's not going to matter. But I don't really think he has enough strength out here in the swamp. I totally take what you guys have been saying since early on. Some of you that letting this get out of control has just caused so many problems. One of the first things you have to do as soon as you cross the Dnieper is go take Gomel with Second Panzer. Totally agree with that. That being said, what's out here doesn't have a particular, high caliber of strength. There's just a lot of it that's just, out here. I don't even really, they're not that well organized. I don't think they really have a plan of where they're going. That's the AI's fault. But the idea is they're smaller units. I don't think they're going to be able to take this on. We just can't let them amoeba us, just swallow it all up because we don't have enough units. Now this guy, I do want to move somewhere because I just have no interest. Um, this is that 900th layer. I actually could give him, couldn't I? To this guy. Yeah. So 46th. Let's do that. Let's put him in 46th. He's only a brigade. It's going to be 1 point. That will put Second Panzer over, I think. Give him 28 of 27, but that's okay. Let's actually have him be the one. Mm, let's back him up one. I just don't want him to get run over. He's kind of just holding in some respects out here. Maybe the better place actually to put him is like somewhere like here, here. I'd like to put him in a town. 4,800. What's his TOE look like? So his isn't actually too bad. He just came on the map. Not is that right? No, 900th layer's been here for a long time. I'm not sure why his TOE is so high then. Is there another town down around here that I could put him in? I actually wouldn't mind to put him down here and have him run up here and try to cut some units off or something. But I don't think I'm in any place to be quite that bold. Let's just leave him right there. Okay, I'm going to quit thinking about it. Hey, the Hungarians are almost dug in. That looks pretty nice. Okay, we've got a few things around here. Now, we do have a reinforcement unit. I could bring it in here. I could try to bring it in this area. I could bring it here or here. It's back here by Berlin. If I can, gee whiz. There it is. That's 218th Infantry Division. I'm. Let's not forget that one. I'm gonna go grab him, but I think I'm gonna do that next episode. I'm gonna go look around the map a little bit more and see exactly where I want to put him. When I come back next time, which won't be too long for me because I'm gonna start recording the next one yeah, right after this. But when I come back next time, we're going to get down here into the south and start really focusing on how we defend Kiev. I'm starting to feel a lot better about the situation in the middle. It doesn't look great, but that's starting to kind of line itself up a little bit. This is all very worrisome. Hopefully, the Finns can come here and hold. That's all we want them to do. I would like to get these infantry units all the way back to Talon to build back up. We may not have that option. We do have some nice 18th Army things. 15,000 division. I mean, that's TOE wise, he's 73 ready, 88 overall. That's not terrible at it by any means. Get him down here. We've got these guys all in city or urban areas. These guys, I'm worried about them. I tried to put my best infantry I could in there, but these are some strong units that are moving in on him. We may eventually hop them over this way and say, okay, you're going to have to attack into urban areas ultimately. But anyway, thank you guys so much. So sorry I couldn't live stream today. Believe me, it disappoints me more than it could possibly disappoint you. But It is what it is. I mean, what can I do about it? But I will talk to you guys soon, and thank you for joining me. This has been Strategy Gaming Dojo. I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.